Is that all the sherry is just turning
totally-
out?
yeah,
I think it is. All right.
But we didn't record last time.
So you have
to say it out loud this time.
Yeah.
Yo.
Okay, so welcome to SF Whiskey, guys. Today's a special episode. We've got some very, very unique, almost unicornish kind of stuff on the bar top, and this will be one for time and memorable. Going from left to right, just pass me the bottle, and I'll do a little little thing here. Yeah. So first one on the thing is gonna be this Karuizawa. It's this is the K&L pick that was released back in 2013. 13-year bottle there, and coming in at 57.7%. But yeah, the Karuizawa's got a very, very kind of interesting following for it. It's mothball distillery, and a lot of the juice came to be highly regarded and highly sought after. What do you guys know about Karuizawa?
The owner was the grandfather of Ichiro-san, the founder of Chichibu and
really?
Ichiro's Malt. Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
wow.
grandfather.
Oh.
There's no financial or any sort of organizational relation between the two, but there is a heritage there. That's kind of why. That's kind of where he got a lot of his inspiration from. Is that he has a lineage effectively of whiskey, and so that's why he's the new all-star of Japan.
Now let's just go ahead and start nosing this thing.
That's rich.
Yeah, it's like a rich chocolate.
Yeah, rich chocolate raisins.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this really kind of like this Asian medicine kind of note to it. Like you peel open this kind of
a dry kind of herbal thing.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
dried fruit.
yeah.
I think like a dry prune.
Yeah, no, I agree. Prune is probably where I was going. More than raisins, definitely more prune.
What about soy? Some light soy
for
sauce.
sure, soy sauce for sure. Yeah, like that's fermentation.
All right, can we go in?
Yeah. All right. Very Scotch style, very much so. compared to other Japanese sherries I've had, this is when people say Japanese Scotch, I'm like, no, this is like Scotch.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the first time I tried this, the distinct flavor that I always describe as dried mushrooms, like the umami flavor.
There's a lot of umami.
yeah,
there
I
too.
agree on the umami.
It does feel really distinct than all the other kind of Japanese bottlings. That it's not like that musty. It doesn't have that musty character like all the other ones.
I mean, I had the same notes as last time, the dried mushroom, the umami notes.
But we didn't record last time.
So you have to say it out loud this time.
Yeah.
But I got all the same notes that you guys were gathering. I got the Oloroso for sure.
Definitely.
And yeah, that nose, sometimes all you need to do is nose the whiskey just to enjoy it before you even drink it, of course.
I know it's only a taste, but kind of, where are you thinking in terms of scoring wise? Would you put this? I'm kind of using whiskey-based scoring where 85 is something that you really enjoy the pour of at a bar, but you may not pour that again. 90 above, you're thinking, okay, I gotta really buy a bottle of that and maybe get some backups. Where you guys kind of are sitting around this?
I would put it at 91. So right now, I would probably have it at 89-90 just because of my palate, but as it warms up, I would say 91 is where I would sit.
Okay.
I'd probably be around an 86 to be honest.
Okay.
The heat's just hotter than I would like when I'm having sherry. Because when I have sherry, I'm kind of looking for something effectively or having the wine of whiskeys per se.
No, I gotta agree with you guys, but 90 is kind of where I'm at right now. I feel like there's a lot more to explore for this one.
Okay.
But I think you're right though, right? Like that heat is a little more prevalent this taste for me, right? It doesn't linger as long as I want it to. I want that mushroom umami to kind of sit in the palate for a little longer,
Yeah,
right?
agreed.
But that heat just kind of dissipates all of that.
It was entirely a new experience when we, getting that level of depth, and maybe that was because I was very, very early in my journey there. So I put it really high, actually, like 93, 94, because I'm not sure like if I was ever gonna try something like that ever again. All right, let's take a look at round 2 here. We've got Ichiro's Malt here. This is bottled by Bar Piece.
It's their 10th anniversary, I believe.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a blend with an old also sherry hogshead, so you got some labeling there. Very, very clean labeling, and that color on the juice is just excellent. Coming in at 57% there.
Probably 7 year.
Okay.
Standard aging in Chichibu is 7 year.
All right, let's go in. Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Wow. Going from like, an earthy kind of walk in the first to like,
Not what I expected, yeah.
bright,
Like honey.
bright crisp sugar, like fresh honey from the thing.
This almost this gives me about the same happiness as when you walk down Main Street in Disneyland.
Cotton candy.
Yeah,
Yes.
cotton candy.
Yes.
Smelling all the vendors around you.
Yeah, so you can see it's like this. So this is the grandson, and this was the grandfather, and you can see there's such a day and night difference
for
between
sure.
their approaches.
My brain is firing off like
What do you got?
that yellow juicy fruit gum,
Oh, yeah.
The like lemony ones.
No, it's
Oh,
not-
juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit,
Sorry,
yeah.
I was thinking like the lemon cracker.
What do you think about that juicy fruit? This tastes like fruit.
It's all a lie.
It's got that like
There's that sweetness though, that candy.
that candy sweetness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that candy sweetness.
I should go for this.
Mhm.
That's so different.
Mhm.
It does have a shared backbone,
Mm-hmm.
like on the finish and the mid palate, but man, that is very, very different. Yeah.
So getting some of that dried fruit though, but more of that sweetness from the dried fruit.
Sweeter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting cotton candy bubble gum on the finish.
I'll have to go for my second sip. I was getting a lot of astringent on the front, like it really like fired off my front taste buds. So like a strong astringent, but once you get past that, mellows out nicely. Mouthfeel is moderately thicker than that one, not as thick as other Chichibus can get. Because some Chichibus can get into like an oily texture, which is what I've come to just expect out of them. But no, this one's like a little bit of mouthfeel, not too much. I would also actually say this is medium finish. About the same, right? It ends about the same place here. Much lighter, dried fruit. Although a lighter dried fruit, not like dark dry like that. That one's like, I don't want to say black licorice, but it's like on that darker side.
Yeah, it doesn't have the like it doesn't have the same level of umami that.
No, absolutely not. No, this one's umami was just right there.
Yeah.
Just covered your entire mid palate.
But I do get the sherry on the back end, on this one. It's not as like, upfront as that one, as the Karuizawa, but it's on the back end, just like sherry finish. There is something that does leave on tongue though, which is interesting, right? I think there's something that tingling. Is it like a, I don't know, it's like a,
It's not like tingly, it's like numbing.
we
something.
say that tannic maybe? No, like a dryness almost.
That's a really strong, nice pour though.
It's definitely leaves an impact.
It's interesting because in tongue basically like it's like it reminds me of a really dry cab almost, right? If you think
Oh,
dry, right?
okay. Yeah, at the midpoint, I could see that. Yeah, dry red is. Yeah, I could see that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So like, not quite spice, but yeah, dry is a good description.
What are you guys thinking?
I would rate it slightly like a 91, maybe 95 on it. Just because there's a little bit more of that mouthfeel for this one, right?
Yeah.
There is like a mid to end palate that's very different. But a Karuizawa, like that umami thing, is just like that's more preference for me.
Okay.
Right. But there's a lot more depth to this one.
I would put it at 91 because of the depth, but the reason why I don't put it at 92 or 93 is because, as you said on the initial,
Yeah.
it's just a little punchy.
Yeah, a lot of punch on the front.
Right.
Yeah, especially on
So-
the first taste.
Yeah, and just because of that, that's why I put it at
Okay.
91.
So, I feel like I have to be consistent with myself on this one. So because I put this about a mid 80, I'd put this maybe an 88, and the reason for that is for a sherry, it is comparatively more mild, so it's more casually enjoyable. The longer finish is really nice.
I'm the same way. I'm around 91. You know, depending upon the day and how much I drink of that, then might be lower or higher. But we're on the ballpark there.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. All right, last one for today's for this video here. Let's take a look and see. This is rather interesting. This is a Chichibu exclusive. Got the 52 Seats of Happiness.
Yes. It's a series. It's a Chichibu series. I believe they come out with a bottle every 2 to 4 years.
So 52 weeks.
Yeah, 52 weeks of the year. It's
62%. All right.
exclusively served during a private train tour in Chichibu.
That label's interesting.
Oh yeah, no, they all have. Well, the last 3 have that. The first did not.
All right, 62%. All right, let's go for that. Let's go for that. Ooh, now we're getting to like more bourbon-esque kind of territory here with that note. Does it say what kind of finishing it was in?
No, but my friend is very certain it's PX.
Okay. I mean, it's got like those like dark sugars on the nose there.
Still very sweet, but definitely more caramel kind of.
The sweetness I'm getting cotton candy, and in a much higher magnitude than the malting grain.
Yep. Interesting. I almost want to think it's like
I'm getting
leathery.
I'm getting like toothpaste, a little bit of toothpaste mint, like in that pleasant sweet way,
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. It's just it has that confectionery sweetness.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm at
Confectionery sweets.
I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I don't think I associate the dentist with the 52 Seats of Happiness, but here I am right now.
You're seeing there's some like leather.
I'm getting these dark kind of bourbon-esque flavors, like like a little bit of some cardboard, some leather.
Yeah, it's on the back end. It's kind of hiding behind the curtain, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's like I agree that viscerally I'm all like there is a bourbon resemblance there.
There's a lot of fun to explore on that nose, that's for sure. There. Okay, let's see if the palate follows any of that. I love the ABV on this. Oh, I love that 62%.
The front's got a punch on it, but once it leaves the front, rich sweetness in the middle. I have to go for a second one, but it's like mid intensity, longer finish for sure. Not long, but maybe medium long finish. Interesting.
It's just a lot richer too. Than
Much richer, yes. Yeah, that's definitely the PX cascade work there. I would say this one has a better mouthfeel. The Ichiro malting grain. It has a more thicker, more oily mouthfeel, just a little bit. But this one has a longer finish.
It's sticky on the mouth a little bit to me, but that might be just the ethanol.
I prefer this mouthfeel. I prefer like the richness of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How much are you going for nowadays? Do I want to know? No, actually.
Well, so the official price is 0 because they're not officially ever sold. So the fact any made it out is kind of the thing. But if you were to find it on the secondhand market, if you did it in Japan, you could go as low as mid 500s, but they go as high as 900.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up. We didn't give some like individual scoring for this one.
Individual scoring.
I still think it's in the same roundup of everything for 91. That's how I'm kind of thinking. Like it has gotten a little bit different experience, but it's very, very commensurate in like the amount of happiness that it's giving to me.
So would you say the name is apt?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah.
I would agree. I mean, I'll be like 91, 90-ish for this one as well. Like, they're all very different, they're all very good, but it's all about preference on how I do that day too.
I'll change it up. I'll just put it at a 91.5.
Sure.
I'm going to be very exact today.
Yes.
I will put it at. I'll join you guys in 91, just based on the skill I was at. I would actually probably put it at a 92, not a 94 or anything. It's far more enjoyable in the sense that approachable, very good mouthfeel, medium long finish.
Well, let's call it for this video, and then we'll see you next time. All right. See you next time.
Bye.